All right, we're here. Good morning.
Howdy.
Afternoon? Almost?
I guess it is almost afternoon.
Yeah.
There.
My afternoon's about to start. I'm very excited.
Yeah, you have an actual job to do
That is true.
at noon.
At noon?
Yes.
Roughly near noon.
I slowly slip down, go underneath like the desk so you guys don't see me.
So before we even get started, I'm going to go over there and just fix that camera.
Cool, so me and Morgan
Yeah.
get to just chit chat.
Yeah.
For like 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
So what are you doing this afternoon?
I'm going to see if, what was it, the Longhorn?
Longhorn Coffee Company?
Yes.
Where's that at? Do you know?
I'm still learning my roads. It's
Testing you.
a little bit outside of town. I saw like their coffee in one of the stores and I bought it, and then I saw that they actually had a location. And I was like, I wonder if they have like coffee I can go sit and enjoy and ask all the silly questions I have about coffee.
So how many coffee shops have you been to here so far?
Isn't there only one?
No,
No.
there's okay.
There's a few.
Yeah, I've been to 2. Coffee 101
Okay.
and Stango's,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Stango's, yeah.
Coffee 101 was good because it has like, they have cold brew and they have a lot of different sizes.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
that's usually my go-to because I can't make cold brew, but I try. I try really hard, and I'm very bad at it.
Well, practice makes for better performance, I guess.
Wow, couldn't just
Was
go
gonna
with the
say
same.
your face.
Just couldn't actually like commit to it. You're just like, no.
No, nothing.
I thought for a
perfect,
second that
but-
you had just forgotten the word. It's
No.
like, let's see how this plays out.
Not today.
So,
We are
yeah,
full of energy
anyways.
this morning, all of us. Robbie McKenzie just joined us. Hey, Robbie, we don't have any guests tomorrow. You want to come? All right.
there's
We
that
also-
open
There it
invitation.
is. Yeah.
We also need a top 10 subject.
We do also need a top 10 subject.
Yes.
If
So-
anybody has any suggestions. We've been hard at work this morning, not coming up with top 10s for Derailed.
I know.
It's been a little bit difficult.
Yeah. So,
All my suggestions got shot down, so it's fine.
yeah, but you were talking about like whether or not cereal is a soup.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
we were talking
well,
about a controversial topic, but
Oh, wait. I'm sorry, someone just suggested a coffee shop. Bones Coffee Company.
Where's
I don't know,
that?
Let's try that. I don't
I've
know. They're
heard of
saying
that
make your
one.
own Bones Coffee Company.
Maybe it's a
Tammy.
cold brew.
I'm about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I went to the farmer's market this past Saturday.
It's pretty fun, right?
Yeah, I bought a plant.
Cool.
I've committed to taking care of another life form besides myself. And
congrats.
I hope it lasts.
What's it called again?
It's called Never Die.
Okay.
But we'll see what happens. So
That plant is gonna
Yeah, it
die.
looks like Landon's giving you a hard time about not wearing your bow tie today.
yes, well, it's in the studio. It was really stressful me talking about the rain, so I had to like relax, take it off.
It's kind of restraining sometimes.
Yeah.
There's actually some kind of weather happening today.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is
It's
actually.
just like when there's even the slightest possibility of rain, meteorologists are like hunched over their computer.
Oh, yeah.
mopping up the
Hard at
sweat.
work, like sweating.
yeah, I was like, oh my god, I gotta be
Something.
prepared.
Summertime is the hardest time, I think, for our meteorologists because you have to fill 3
Yeah.
minutes with, man, it's hot.
Yeah, that's,
And that's basically
Yep,
the whole thing.
And more hot and hot and hot.
Yes.
I think I've made the joke like 3 days in a row that I sound like a broken record
Right.
because I kept just saying hot.
Yeah, Vaughn used to say copy paste a lot.
Mm.
We would hear that.
Well, that's
Copy
what you do.
paste,
You take
yeah.
like the couple days, just copy paste and put it there,
Yeah.
copy paste,
Basically.
keep on going.
Right. So,
I'm sorry, Landon said bow ties suck. I'm gonna not even touch that one. Let's move
God,
on.
Landon.
I don't really have any strong feelings one way or the other about bow ties.
I mean, I like a good bow tie. It's not something you see a lot. It's like somebody has like a personality, I think, whenever they wear bow ties because they're like, I'm gonna be different.
I think.
But,
I mean, I think there are times when a bow tie can be a substitute.
yeah.
As I'm not saying that that's what's happening in your case.
Yeah,
But it's like I have a personality, and then you find out like no, they don't.
yeah.
No, they don't.
They do have a bow tie
I
though.
can see that.
Yeah, jokes on them. I've been here for what, like a week, and they still haven't figured me out.
We haven't figured out.
All right, so national days. What do we have?
What do we have?
International Bat Night.
Yeah, so I don't know where this is coming from, but it may be that all the bats start flying out of underneath the bridges at this
Is there a
time.
Is there a link? Is that a clickable thing?
Yeah, let's see what happens when I click it.
I was just curious if we have to watch all the Batman movies.
I was gonna pull up some like Batman animation to play when we started talking about this, but
Well, what I found out is that you can talk to different people and find out which Batman is their Batman.
oh,
Like, I know some people it's like Michael Keaton.
right.
And for the newer generation, it's Christian Bale, but now they've already gone through Ben Affleck and what's the guy from, I don't know, he's done more than just Twilight.
Oh, he's gonna be Batman.
Yeah. He's going to be Batman.
Robert Pattinson?
Yeah, he's going to be Batman.
He's actually a really good
What?
actor.
I mean, I know he's a good actor. I just don't
Yeah.
really see him as Batman.
Right.
It's interesting.
I don't know either.
Yeah. We're already derailed.
Yeah.
You were gonna read from
Well,
the.
it's still on
Good job,
Batman.
No,
Yeah,
we're not
Bat-
talking about Batman.
you were gonna read from the thing that gave us
Yeah,
information about
so
International Bat Night, which is nice
basically,
because it's
yeah.
not International Bat Day.
No, it's Bad Night because bats like to be up at night.
Right.
And I think it's the
Wow.
only like night celebration thing that we have.
It's a new one on me. I
But
didn't know bats came
basically,
out
it's
at
just
night.
saying that they have a bad connotation about bats are bad, but they actually play an important role in like eating mosquitoes
Yeah.
and
absolutely.
like keeping the ecosystem rolling.
They have their place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They eat tons and tons and tons of bugs,
And
Yeah.
then,
and some of them fruit.
then guano for fertilizer.
It's really good for plants.
Yeah. But yeah, I was every year. I guess it's around this time, maybe a little bit later into like closer to the fall time of year. They under like the Foster Road Bridge.
Yeah.
Like thousands of them will just flock out, and people like go there specifically to see the bats fly
That's
out
really
from
interesting.
underneath the bridge.
I thought that was only something that happened in Austin. Even growing up here, I didn't know about the Foster Road.
Yeah,
thing.
I wonder if there's like a video of that or something.
I didn't know this at all.
It's really pretty to see.
Here, let me look for that while you go
Because
back
like
to
the
the.
sun setting, and you just see like thousands of little bats just
Blood-sucking creatures falling
fly
out.
You say that like they're vampires.
They could. There's got to be at least one in there.
that like sucks human blood.
There's got to be.
Vampire bats.
Yeah. See.
Probably
Vampire
not, though.
bats.
I don't
Well,
think
yeah,
that's what they do.
I don't think those are.
Yeah. I mean, has anybody watched What We Do in the Shadows?
Yes, I have seen that. That's what I was
Have
thinking.
you
of.
have you the new series?
Yeah, I
Is that-
started watching it. It's pretty funny.
What does he say? Form of a bat or something like that?
Yeah, that show's crazy.
So funny. So what else is going on? National days.
Let's see.
I want to know about the Duchess one. That's the one I'm interested in, but we can go to that one later. Do the
So-
banana one.
Right now we have Banana Lovers Day.
Oh, nice.
See
I
what
like
that's
bananas,
about.
but I don't know if I would
I made
qualify
some
myself as a
banana
banana
bread
lover.
this past weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, did you not bring any in?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Cool. She doesn't like us enough.
There was 3 of us, so we ate it all.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Hey,
It's
banana
good.
bread goes quick.
Yeah. Banana smoothies are good.
I mean, bananas are pretty good in general.
Yeah, apparently all you need is 1 banana. You don't need 2.
For what?
Like
Yeah,
to
just
eat.
in general in
Like,
your entire life.
like what's-
one banana to last your lifetime.
Like if you're like going to having breakfast or something, you don't see people who go and eat 2 bananas, and it's because it apparently gives you all the nutrients that you need. Just 1 banana.
And eating
For,
2
like,
might
a-
upset your stomach.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's
And
true. It's a lot of potassium.
It's a good defense mechanism.
Your
You know, you
stomach-
throw
Oh,
it
the
in case
banana
and
peel.
someone's chasing you. You eat the banana, you got the energy, and then you got an escape route.
Oh my gosh.
I play
Nice.
Mario Kart. I know how it works.
That's exactly what bananas are for.
So yeah,
Yeah.
everybody go eat a nice
Go eat a
piece, a
bananas.
nice banana,
Go eat 8 bananas.
instead of like a burger or something today.
So
Yeah.
so what is that? Is that muffins?
Pot stay cream.
What is
Okay.
it?
It's
I
like
don't
a
even know.
creme brulee, kind of, I think.
Pots de creme.
Made in the 17th century, if I'm reading that right.
Like pie. Pots de creme.
Oh, we were talking about pies too earlier.
Oh
No,
no.
we're not
What was
getting
it?
into the
Cobblers
story.
is technically a pie.
Not really though.
No,
Not
that's what
really.
it said. It said it was a deep dish pie.
Oh, look, there's a recipe
Huh.
for all you people wanting to make a pot stay cream today.
Oh, that's
Celebrate
nice.
that. And you could probably also
it like-
throw some banana in there, too,
Is
if
it like
you wanted to.
flan? What is it? Like a custard?
Yeah, it's like a custard, I think is what he was saying.
That's what it looks like. All right.
But yeah, anyways, that's pasta cream.
That's what our new segment's going to do. We're going to get a bunch of recipes like for that and see how bad
How
I
badly?
can butcher it.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking about doing. You were talking about it.
Yeah.
We should really just call it
Yeah.
Nailed It with Jay.
Nailed
Yeah, nailed it with Jay.
Nailed
and
it.
I'll have like the chef's hat.
I mean, I don't know if we can use nailed it because that's already a show.
Okay.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, because Nicole Byer, I don't know if you know who that is. She's a
Oh, yeah, she's
a
like a
comedian, and
yeah.
she has like a show on Netflix where they take like Pinterest food and stuff
get
and like
it
they
into
try to
so
make
good.
it.
You know
Yeah.
what? That's the funny thing about social media is memes start and somebody else can just say, I'm going to make a show about that. And then they
Yeah.
copyright it.
And then they copyright it, and you
Yeah.
can't use that anymore.
Right. Because that's not a thing that was copyrighted
You
when
could do
people
it,
were
like,
just taking
crushed
pictures
it.
of their culinary failures.
Yeah.
That's what we'll call it.
Culinary failures?
Yep. You guys send in your recipes. I'll try
You
it
could just
it'd be so bad.
call it Jay tries his hardest.
Yeah, and then it can apply to
Jay tries his
anything. Next thing we know, Jay's doing the weather. Jay's trying his hardest.
He's trying
and-
his hardest.
Uh,
And then we can get when the rodeo comes in, we could put me on a horse and see what happens.
oh no.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so dangerous.
I was thinking about doing something similar, like a fish out of water kind of segment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
Somebody suggested we call it How to Texas.
How to Texas.
I'm about it. Can I volunteer for that? Seeing as I'm
How to Texas.
never,
That
I'm
would
so
be
intrigued.
interesting.
Because I already
It would be a
started
fun show,
learning
right?
with the chicken fried steak, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because I
Chicken
accidentally
fried
called it the wrong thing last time.
What'd
I
you
was
call
steak. Did you call
it?
it country
I
fried?
called it country fried. Yeah.
Well, at
because in
Texas
other places
Roadhouse,
they call
there's
it country fried.
chicken.
Right,
and
that's
country
what-
fried.
That's why I'm saying.
I know, it's not. it's
I'll wear a
fine.
bow tie for all the segments.
Okay.
Really stick out.
All right. We might do
So-
that. We might.
The Duchess Who Wasnt Day. I don't really know. Oh, Margaret Wolfe Hungerford. She's an Irish novelist.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. I don't really know why it's saying the Duchess Who Wasn't, though.
It's the Duchess Who Wasn't.
Right.
Not the Duchess Who Wasn't Day.
Was it? Yeah.
It's the day for the Duchess Who Wasn't.
Right. The day for the Duchess Who Wasn't. I
Well,
get it.
Um,
But,
yeah.
that's, I don't know. That's
All right,
interesting. Nothing
Nothing all that interesting.
Yeah. So, next we have Tug of War Day.
Okay.
Oh, that's fun.
Did y'all used to play Tug of War as kids?
Used to.
Yeah, I used to.
It always weirds me out to see adults playing Tug of War.
It's kind
Or
of interesting.
didn't they have one where like 20 guys tried to do Tug of War with like a lion or something like that?
Yeah, they
don't
they
know,
do that
do
a
they?
lot, where they like just attach like a creature to the other end, and they're just like, "Yep, see if you can pull this rope out." I was like,
You
"Can't even do that with my dog."
Yeah.
You're like
My
playing
dog
the
is way
tug,
stronger
and you're just
My
like,
dog
my
still
arms getting
wins.
tired.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was working at a summer camp last year, and like for one of their like game nights or whatever, they had like teams that play Tug of War,
Yeah.
and you don't realize how much it like does hurt your hands. It's like a rope burn,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it's like kind of violent.
It is a little bit, yeah.
So yeah,
That's why they do it on like those strength
Okay,
shows,
that's it.
Right.
like where they compete and then.
And-
yeah. I mean, this
I mean,
picture definitely.
It's especially, yeah, it's
He's
just a bunch of
wearing a
legs.
weightlifting belt right here. So
Well, yeah, you
Strong
gotta.
people. Strong people
Don't want to
playing
hurt
Tug of War.
yourself.
yeah.
Now that we have more than half of a viewer, we're still looking for a suggestion for the top 10.
Top 10.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Top 10 things Jake can fail at in
Super
Texas.
coordinated.
So the last thing that's on here is Peach month. We already
It's still
talked-
peach month.
Yeah, we
We've
already talked about
that.
peaches. Peaches are great this
Yeah.
time of year. I mean, we would know from our little Georgia peach sitting right here.
Yep. I still have to try the.
Fredericksburg peaches.
Yes, I gotta try those.
Very comparable, I assume. They're good.
I
Went to the farmer's market and just bite into a juicy peach, and it's just
juices just
juices everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You can, if you're looking for good peaches, you can get really good peaches in Fredericksburg.
That's where, that's
Yeah.
where they come from for the farmer's market. This is in Fredericksburg.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
all
they don't
those
grow 'em-
juices.
They
If
probably
you
don't
go
grow
to
them in San Angelo.
Fredericksburg,
Yeah.
Then there's, a lot more, but
Yeah.
Fredericksburg also has really good, like, wine and craft beer and
Let's chalk
German
that up to
food.
another thing Jay's doing in Texas.
Eating
You need
peaches.
to go
Eating
to
peaches.
Fredericksburg.
Fredericksburg. Just strap a GoPro on me and just head on out.
It's a good place to go to. But anyways,
I should be taking notes.
yeah, you should. But
All right. Let's look at this day in
So-
history.
what do we
Oh
have?
yeah, what happened?
Democratic politician Barack Obama became the first African American to be nominated for the presidency by either major party. He later defeated Republican John McCain to win the office. That was today, 2008.
Wow.
Wow, it doesn't even feel like it's been that long.
11
ago.
years?
Yeah.
It's been 11 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. It feels like the early 2000s were like 10 years ago, or like maybe less than 10 years ago.
Right.
But it feels like once you talk about like 1990 something, it feels like
I don't even
50 years
I don't even want to think about
Yeah,
that.
so much longer.
So here's the thing about that is I think everybody has like an anchor that they can think of as 10 years ago.
Yes.
And it was like roughly when they were in their teens,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Okay.
And it doesn't change. So 20 years from now, you're still going to think that the early 2000s was 10 years
Was
ago.
10
It's
years
still going to
ago.
feel like that to you.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Crazy.
And it's untrue.
No,
Wait,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
But I think also because like technology has advanced so far,
Right.
so quick, that
Yeah.
it just doesn't feel like that long ago.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
when you were just saying the late 1990s felt like 50 years ago, I'm like,
You're like, that's my 10 years ago. Yes. I mean, for me, but
yeah. What else happened?
I don't know.
German Ernst Heinrich Henkel's HE-178, a turbojet-powered aircraft, made the first jet flight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the first jet made by the Nazis.
Yeah, they were making lots of stuff.
Yeah. We actually, after the war, we moved some of them over here to work on our rockets because we didn't have that
yeah.
before World War II.
Yeah, that is true.
We needed some Nazis.
Wow.
Well, let's go with we needed some scientists. Let's put
We
it
need
that
some
way
German
instead.
scientists.
I think it's a little safer.
We needed some Nazis.
I mean,
Oh
they
my
still are
God.
pretty much the bad guys for a lot of movies and TV
Essentially.
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, have you... Okay. Savannah, who's been making this comment on our Facebook page, she just walked back here to... we've got
give
top
us some
10
top
video
10
games,
ideas.
top 10 animated TV shows, or
Ah.
top 10 books.
Top 10 books.
Hey, that's awesome. Thank
you.
Yes, thank
Thanks for the
you.
suggestions. Any other suggestions, feel free to drop them below.
Yeah, because we're going to immediately reject all of those.
Yep.
We'll read them and like
Kidding.
ponder for a
I'm
little.
kidding. Out of
Keep 'em
this,
on a
what do you
list.
guys prefer?
I mean, I know that he's going to prefer books.
I hate. Whoa.
I feel like I already
Books
have
are
it
alright.
figured out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Do
because
you?
I read.
I mean, last time I was on here, we talked about books because it was
Oh.
like National Reading Day or something.
That's cool. I mean, if we're going to talk about top 10 books, we should narrow it down a little bit
Yeah.
because there have been a couple.
I mean, I just read for like informational purposes.
Oh, I read for fun.
So I'm not into huge like story books.
Yeah, I have not read, just casually read books for a little while because right now I'm going to school and working,
Yeah.
and I'm working like almost 50
Alex,
hours
did
a
you get a
week.
chicken sandwich?
No, they're sold out.
Still?
I thought that was just a social media ploy.
There's like a sign that says
We don't have any chicken
Yeah,
sandwiches at Popeyes.
everywhere is out. I tried to find one over the weekend,
Yeah.
and I was like, I ain't trying to look that hard.
I think I saw
I'm not.
somewhere that like Chick-fil-A had like put out on their social media like, yeah, we don't run out of chicken sandwiches,
so-
and I was like,
so-
whoa.
So, I think what it was is a Popeyes said, FYI, people still need to eat on Sundays. And I guess the closest
Oh.
Chick-fil-A said, FYI, we don't run out of chicken sandwiches.
I've been seeing all these memes about Popeye workers like just exhausted from
Yeah.
how many chicken sandwiches.
See, man,
they've
you
been
shouldn't make a
serving.
meme out of that.
Well, what's interesting is that you get people that are now doing like the chicken sandwiches, and then other people doing like the vegetarian all plant like
I'm
impossible.
all about trying
burger.
that.
Impossible burger.
They're doing, Kentucky Fried Chicken is doing a meatless chicken.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I haven't heard about that one.
And we did talk about the Impossible Burger last Friday, pretty briefly. It's pretty good.
You tried it?
Yeah, tastes like a burger. Doesn't taste
Nice.
like a Burger King.
The,
burger.
you
But it
yeah,
tastes
you
like-
got the Whopper one?
Yeah, the Impossible Whopper. Yeah.
Interesting. I think that's the only place that has them here.
Yeah, I mean, a few years ago there was a company that just made Impossible Burgers, and it was only available in like L.A. and New York.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember whenever they
Posh
started getting
places.
like
Yeah,
popular. So
right. So it's cool that
Yeah.
Burger King decided to do that nationwide. But I think there are enough people who started doing plant-based, which I guess for Middle America that's what you have to call veganism,
yeah.
because otherwise people
basically.
are just not going to go for it.
Yeah. People are gonna be like, oh, I want that vegan burger.
No,
mm-mm.
I want the plant-based burger.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right? But first you have to tell them that they're going to die if they don't switch to a plant-based diet. I'm going to be like, all your arteries are completely clogged. Stop it.
Stop it.
Cut it out with the chicken fried steak. I'm sorry, country fried steak.
Good
All right.
mistake. Anyways.
This day in 1908, American politician Lyndon B. Johnson, who served as 36th President of the United States, was born.
Oh.
LBJ, a lot of stuff happened during his administration.
Yeah.
The bulk of the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
Um,
Wasn't he involved in Nam?
he was.
Like a little?
Yeah.
Nom.
It was
Yeah.
I mean, I know. It's just
Okay.
you
JFK,
used to-
Yeah.
LBJ, and then Nixon. Yeah. Vietnam War lasted a long time.
Yeah.
Not as long as
Yeah.
some later wars.
But definitely, like, if
while.
you think about how long that is,
Mhm.
like, realistically, like, you're like, oh, this war lasted from, like, for 5 years.
Yeah.
And you would just hear about that, but think about, like,
5 years?
being there.
Right. Generally, people aren't in the war for 5 years. But
Well, I mean, yeah, just, like, that amount, like, that stuff going on for, like, 5 years straight.
right.
I have a question. I don't know if it's just like misinformation that I've heard, but did we actually like
We never declared
declared
war.
it as a war?
No.
Okay.
It was so the war powers have been shifted significantly since the founding of the country, because it used to be that obviously to go to war you had to declare war,
Mm.
and it was
Right.
Congress who declared war, not
Right.
the commander in chief. And now we don't really do that.
We got some muddy waters going on there.
just like don't declare it.
Okay.
So they always just call it the Vietnam conflict.
Okay. That's
Which
what I
is-
was just curious about.
Sort of a
because-
nice way to say war.
Yeah.
Conflict. I mean, I could see that.
Because I've been
Yeah.
watching a lot of MASH.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
That was set in the Korean War.
Yeah, it was. It's very funny.
It is a pretty funny show. You know did you watch the movie?
No. I
No.
didn't know
So
movie.
there was a movie before the series came out.
Really?
Yeah, that song that they play at the beginning of the series
Mm-hmm.
is called Suicide is Painless.
Well, I guess I can't watch
Did you
MASH
know?
ever again. That's
Did
a
you
little
know?
weird.
Yeah.
That's
we've
so
got
weird now. Like, because I'm like thinking of the tune in my head, and I'm like, how would you even?
I'll play it for you at some point.
That's so
Um,
crazy.
Yeah. So this is odd because yesterday on a different site it said that yesterday was the day that Krakatoa exploded and killed about 36,000 people. But this site says that it was today. So I'm sure in
Interesting.
1883, you know,
So at
you're
some
going to get
point-
some conflicting.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, on one side of the world, it's in one day.
Maybe it was 1156.
yeah,
in the
it's like
Something
evening.
that
weird
happened, yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
They have stuff at the bottom of that.
Oh, they do. That's what I was going to look for.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
Our executive producer, James, was telling me something about... No, our morning producer. You're our executive producer. I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Just kidding.
Wow.
James was telling me about something that that happened with World War I, but I don't remember which site he was on where he found that. So
Was that the Reds?
For today?
Yeah, for today? Or?
yeah, he also said something about the Red Scare being at its height today, but this site that I'm on doesn't have any of that.
Is that Encyclopedia Britannica?
Yeah, it's Britannica.com. And if I go to history.com for this day in history, it's sort of a meh.
Can't get history straight.
It just shows one thing.
It shows it if you scroll, like, that's where I'm at. It's like you have to scroll past these little, yeah. I'm on history.com.
So what do we have?
Guinness Book of World Records debuts
Hey, that's cool.
today.
What year?
1955.
Way to ruin it.
Sorry. Wait, what? What did I ruin?
No, I was kidding.
Oh.
You've ruined it.
So yeah.
1955. I thought it was older than that.
Yeah, I kind of thought that it was too. Just trying to see.
I wish I held one of those records.
Oh yeah, it was intended to be given away for free in pubs to promote the Guinness brand.
That makes sense.
But it turned out to be so popular that they started selling it that fall, and it became a bestseller.
That's pretty cool.
Huh.
That is.
Yeah, I guess I just always assumed that it was. Man, I'm just switching between computers, not even.
That's fine.
At all.
That's okay.
They don't need to see us.
What else do I? Oh,
Yeah, what
that's
do we
not. Hold on. What is happening?
That's so nice, Brian.
That's nope. That's in July. Don't listen to that.
All right. So we have some other suggestions for our top 10.
What is that?
Samantha said top 10 movies revolving around food. That's not a bad suggestion.
Not a bad.
Yeah.
And Robbie McKenzie says top 10 family movies. Obvious winner. Man, I can't read. The Princess Bride.
For which category?
Family movies.
Oh, okay.
That does seem like an obvious winner for that, but I think it depends on when you were born.
I was told one time I looked like the main character. Wesley. Was it Wesley Snipes? No.
Nah. Wesley was his name, the main character.
Okay, I don't remember his last
name.
But
he didn't. Farm boy.
Yeah, I didn't think I looked like him at all.
Yeah.
I think the girl that told me that was flirting with me, and
probably
young Jay did not know that.
She was probably flirting with you.
Probably. Yeah, also on this day in 2007, Michael Vick pleads guilty to the dogfighting case.
That I was
sad.
going to just call
That's
lots of names.
That's the thing that happened.
Don't call... Yeah, there were just names that I was going to call people who make dogs fight. But I can't
Let's not
use
do
them.
that.
I can't
We're back to that family thing.
back to family
Yes.
movies.
Ooh. What about Mary Poppins? That's a good one.
There is Mary Poppins. We did a little Mary Poppins thing yesterday, too.
Okay, I'm trying not to think
I
of stuff you guys
also
did
love
yesterday.
Mary
Although the movie revolving around food and the family movies, I think have a great connection, and we can do top 10 movies revolving around animals.
Animals. Okay.
So animals are like the main character? Plot?
Or, like something super important in the plot
Okay.
has to do with animals. What do you guys think?
I'm down with that.
have a few.
I'm
got a few?
alright with that, yeah.
Hey,
But
We
y'all
made it.
started out.
We did.
I'm gonna run to the restroom.
all
Okay,
right.
bye.
So
This is,
go ahead.
Well, I can talk about another day in history thing.
yeah,
while
we can
she's
always
doing
talk
that.
about that. She's just stalling to think of top 10 movies with animals in them.
Taking her phone to the bathroom.
Yeah,
and
she's
like,
like, I gotta do my research.
Siri, show
Siri,
me the
give
top
me
10
some-
movies around animals.
What was it? There was one that someone was talking about with me. Homeward Bound. Remember that one with
Yes.
the 2 dogs and the cat?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one in
That's a long time.
How long?
There's a lot of movies like that.
Yeah.
Animal movies. So, thanks for the suggestions. We didn't use a single one of them.
Well,
but
we still
we'll keep
got
the list.
other days.
We'll
yeah,
keep the list.
other days.
And maybe tomorrow we'll do the top 10 movies around food.
That one.
not
And
a
then we
bad
got
idea.
the video game one,
Video games.
animated
books.
TV shows.
See, I
books.
feel like I'm going to have to take advantage of the fact that Cody's not here if I want to do books because he doesn't.
Yeah.
I saw that. It was a little upsetting. He was like, can't even imagine a time that I've looked at a book and thought, man, I just want to read that.
That's what I'm saying. I finished Andromeda Strain, and I
It's
know.
good?
Oh yeah, it was good.
When was that written? Because I know the movie was the 70s.
I think that's like before the 70s. I don't remember. I just
Yeah.
remember like getting into Michael Crichton and just like reading a bunch of his books, and that
I
was
didn't actually realize that was Michael Crichton.
Yeah.
I probably knew that at some point in the past. He wrote Westworld before he ever wrote Jurassic Park. So
Really?
Westworld, the movie that was made in the 70s
Okay.
about an amusement park filled with
So what the TV show is based on?
sort of,
Kind of?
but it's a little more similar to Jurassic Park.
Oh.
It's like an
okay.
amusement park that's filled with these robots,
Interesting.
and all the robots go haywire and start killing all the guests.
Okay, well, I will say this. I don't know if anyone's, like, spoiler alert to, like, any of his books. It's like he thinks it's, like, this amazing new technology. And, like, he wrote, like, back in the day, like, Jurassic Park was,
Right,
like, a
right.
amazing thing that no one ever thought of. But nowadays, you're like, yeah, it's totally possible. There's some crazy, like, technology that's
Something
amazing.
goes wrong.
Something goes wrong, and then they have to, like, survive.
Right.
Like, the
That's-
most recent one he did was called Micro, and they, like, shrink themselves down, and then, of course, something
So that's
goes wrong.
pretty much Michael Crichton's entire shtick.
Yeah.
He's just like, what about...
This weird technology, but then it goes wrong. So, like
Well,
I
that's
said,
less
spoiler.
fun than, yeah.
It's still, they're still very
I mean, but
good
it's still-
books.
yeah.
But like if you were to read like I did, like 3 to 4 of them back to back, I was like, all right, I get it. Something went wrong. New technology. All right, it's fine.
It didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're just about ready to do our
I'm
top
just
10.
laughing because Morgan has a list of movies pulled up of that have animals
we
in
always
them.
do it. I
That's
have to
super
remind
helpful.
myself.
Yeah,
it's
it's
really
super
helpful
helpful to
because
have
I've
a
seen most of these movies.
This has ruined the magic. Jeez.
I'm sorry. Well, also
Yeah.
one it says Jurassic Park, and
Yeah.
those aren't animals.
Yes, they are.
Yes,
They're
they are.
reptiles.
What's a reptile?
Wait a minute. Reptiles are plants?
Yeah.
Yes,
Are
they
they-
are.
Like a reptile is an animal. Last
Well,
time I
if you
checked.
watched the movie, you'd understand that they're a combination genetically of several different things making up the dinosaur. Hence,
it's still
that's
an
why the
animal.
raptors were able to find a way and reproduce.
Like asexually.
Yeah, that's why. Do you guys not remember this?
But that I'm still
But
I'm still
confused
trying
as
to
to
figure
why
out.
it's
Yeah.
not an animal.
I'm just trying to cover my bases and prove that it's not an animal by just like blowing these facts.
Yeah,
like,
because I'm like, that's not all
Just
those
because it's
things are
asexual.
properties that animals can still have. I think.
no. They're plants. I don't know what you're talking
All right,
about.
people. Is
Anyways.
Jurassic Park an animal movie?
Who wants to start?
Why don't you start?
Go for it.
Okay. I'm gonna say that my least favorite. Well, I guess my not number one is
My least favorite.
My least
not
favorite,
my least
not
favorite
number
because I
one.
like it. I'm
about
gonna
first on the
say
list?
The Sandlot.
Sandlot is an animal movie?
It has an important role with the dog.
All right, we'll take it.
It's about the dog.
I've never seen
because
Sandlot was about a bunch
I
of kids
don't-
playing baseball.
Yes, it is. But like, I don't remember if it's the first one or the second one where they go in
It's
and
the
they
big
find out the dog
Yeah,
is like a
it's
really sweet.
I can't.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
see it.
So
Well, you're
yeah,
killing
you
me,
probably
Smalls.
won't see anything
Yeah.
about.
Hey, I
an
know all the
animal in
quotes and
here,
everything, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
You know, it is mainly about kids playing baseball. But
It's definitely I mean, it's
look at that hat.
essentially just a movie about boys in the summertime.
Yes, but the dog plays an important role in the plot.
Yeah.
I also was a lifeguard,
So-
and I had a lot of kids try and play that joke on me, and it was very weird.
Oh,
Because I'd never
was
seen the
person to
movie.
drown?
Yeah. And I like would get them out of the pool, and they're like, "Oh," and I was like, "What? You really thought this was gonna happen?" And they're like, and I was like, "Okay, you go back to playing in the pool." It was weird.
That is super weird.
It's a good movie,
Oh.
but probably not the best animal movie, I guess.
Robbie's suggesting we do mammals only.
Animals only.
Mammals.
Mammal
Mammals.
animal movies.
It's only mammal movies?
It's very
Mammal animal
specific.
movies.
It really is. Rejected.
So
Okay.
basically, any like dog movie.
Not Jurassic Park, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
go
there was the
ahead,
dog.
Jay.
They just had the dog.
Oh yeah, no,
Okay,
I was like,
like a
see?
super
that's,
drooly mouth.
The dog. Look at that paw. You see that?
It's obviously fake.
Yes, obviously.
I didn't know she's in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, she is. Marion.
Yeah. It's got a lot
One
of
of my
good.
favorites. Could
Same
I say
here.
that?
Yeah, they do
Indiana
this
Jones with the
whole
snakes?
like scene about
so
them trying
unfair
to get the
because-
baseball back, and the dog just destroys it. And then they find
And-
out he's like a
Super sweet dog.
sweet dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at all that slow action. Ah, the cake.
Oh,
Always a
yeah.
good thing.
But it is a
Oh, funny 90s movie cake falling on the chefs. Trope.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay.
I was just thinking, because now I'm on Dinosaurs, and now I'm thinking about We're Back. Remember that animated show?
We're Back?
Yes.
I never saw that.
Oh, it was like the weirdest thing. The guy,
So it's
like,
a show.
No, it's a movie.
Okay.
So they travel back, they get these dinosaurs, but he, like, animates them and, like, taps into their, like, subconscious somehow.
Oh, that's fun.
And, like, turns them into, like, these fun-loving characters. And then he brings them back to New York.
I wonder who made this.
And it was a very scary moment because then they go to the circus and there are some scary moments
All right.
from my childhood.
So this isn't the most high-res
But, like,
copy of this. It
It's
actually
so
looks like it was a little
cool.
blown out. Jeez. It looks like it could have been Don Bluth's studio that did this.
I don't remember because it was just, like, such a weird concept of a movie.
Whoa.
Yeah. And this guy just brings dinosaurs back
That's cool.
in his free time.
Interesting. What's this movie show called? It's a show?
We're back. He basically takes, like, 3 different dinosaurs and, like, turns them into these fun-loving characters.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that is cool.
And then
I
drops
like
them into
that.
New York City to have fun. And at
It's
one
kind of like a
point,
flying
Yeah.
boat thing.
yeah.
That's cool.
Welcome, dinosaurs.
And then at one point, one of the T-Rex, once again, I'm going to be full of spoilers. He rides one of the cars as a skateboard in New York
Oh,
City.
of course.
And you're like, that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Oh,
So now you
wow, that
guys
looks like a
can-
lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, do I even have a suggestion? I'm going to have to actually look this up.
Yeah, just
You cut away from the part when he was skateboarding in the trailer. It's fine. My favorite.
Okay. Tammy Corder Brown has a suggestion, and I think you guys were talking about it.
What was it?
Homeward Bound.
I was gonna
yeah, we were
use
talking
that
about
one.
that. Yeah,
Well,
That's one of my favorites. I love
That's a-
that movie.
that's a good one.
all
Both
right,
of
I'll
them.
put that on real fast.
Or I think there might be
While I look for-
3. I don't know. There's either 2 or 3.
I only remember the one.
It might be 2.
And
But
who
they're
was
good.
Michael J. Fox? Was he one of the voices?
I mean, it's basically an incredible journey movie.
Yeah.
And those movies have been out for a long time, so
They
it's
have.
pretty
Yeah.
much
It's
like the
movies from
same.
my childhood.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how I'm picking all my movies.
It's like
Except
it's
for
sort
my
of like
childhood.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's like
A
a
lot
whole
of them
class
are.
of movies that follow this sort of formula where it's animals talking, basically,
Yeah.
like regular animals in real life, with voiceover.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the entirety of. There were a lot of movies in the 80s and 90s about similar stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
There was Benji,
Benji,
Otis, and
I don't remember.
cause there was like a pug and like a cat or
That's
something.
funny, man. The Incredible Journey
Mhm.
and Homeward Bound being probably like the sequel to that or something like that.
I mean, look at-
I just think it's funny how there's like a cat with them. Because
Yeah.
cats are usually like, let me just lay here in peace.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, and you know what? I've never seen this, but if I was to guess, you know, it probably takes the idea that like the cat is the weakest of them.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Right.
sassy.
Yeah.
She's sassy.
Yeah.
She's sassy but
She's
weak.
sassy.
But so if you've ever seen any videos of cats scaring off grizzly bears,
Oh yeah, those are like
What?
intense videos.
Cats
yeah.
scare off grizzly bears?
yeah, man, cats are serious.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know they're serious.
Yeah.
I saw.
get
I
messed
saw.
up by
Every,
one.
when I see like
Yeah.
movies where it's like, oh, the cat's the weak one, the dogs are gonna have to protect it, you're like, I don't think that's very accurate.
No, it's not.
I mean, I could see it being a pretty fair fight between a dog and a cat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Depending on.
yeah, cats are super sharp and fast.
I think I saw one where it was like the kid was being attacked by a dog, and the
Right.
cat just comes out of nowhere and like body checks the dog, and the dog just like kind of like flies out of frame, and you're like, what?
Yeah, the cat is easily half the dog's size, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's
That's
a video where a
crazy.
cat like I'm gonna have to.
We're pulling up cat videos now.
Yeah, forget it. This show is devolved. No, I should have known as soon as we were like, hey, let's do movies about animals. Let's talk about cats.
Okay, well, that's the thing is like, can you think of a movie like where a cat is like one of the main, besides Homeward Bound, which we just talked about? Like, I'm trying to think of more recent ones where the cat has.
Dogs versus cats. Isn't that what the name of the movie is?
Oh yeah,
and
it's
cats.
dogs versus cats. That is one. But the cats are the villains.
Still.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't a grizzly
I
bear.
don't know.
Maybe it was a brown bear. Grizzly bears aren't to be messed around with.
No.
Oh yeah,
So
I've
much
seen
fun.
this.
The cat's just like...
Cat doesn't care.
It's funny that the bear is even like, who are you? Get out of here. Yeah, no. Don't mess with cats.
Yeah.
All right, Savannah asked what... Oh, there she is. She picked up on it. She was asking what the topic was. She stepped away.
Oh.
Like she has a job to do or something.
Yeah. Savannah. Don't need to be doing any work.
All right.
Free Willy. That was a good one.
That is a
a good 90s.
Yeah, that's a...
was that that was 90s?
Definitely 1993.
Is this what yours is, Jeff?
No.
Okay.
This is Savannah's suggestion.
Oh, Savannah's. Gotcha.
Good suggestion, Savannah.
I'm like not looking at
I
the
was
list.
I was already a little bit old to be watching Free Willy.
What? You're never too old to watch a fun-loving movie.
I don't know. I was
Like how we
busy
all just,
looking
like,
forward to things
peacefully, they just, like,
just
Yeah.
quiet.
Well.
The orca.
Yeah.
What a majestic creature. Even though it plays with its food like nobody's business.
Hey. I mean, you gotta have fun.
I just love all sea creatures, though. I think they're the true aliens of the earth.
What about jellyfish?
Yeah.
Jellyfish are,
Pretty alien.
yeah.
You know, they say that we've discovered more of the surface of the moon than we have of our own oceans.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
It
Which
does.
is crazy.
The ocean's big, man.
There's still lots of undocumented parts.
I do
of the
like how we
ocean.
call it oceans when it's obviously all still connected.
Oh, yeah. It's all one
It's all
body of
one-
water.
I just wish we'd bring that haircut back. Not really a
Hi.
mullet, but
It's like the
it's like the weird. It's not like too short in the front, but
Right.
kind of long enough.
yeah.
Did we just see somebody riding that killer whale?
Yes.
Yeah, that's essentially
He's
the
a
entire point of the movie.
troubled
I
kid.
wonder how
and
much training that orca went through.
But see, that's the thing. Is it's Free Willy. He just naturally connected with this kid and didn't need any training.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
Don't
know
you
what?
ever want a magical bond with a giant creature like that?
I totally do.
I mean,
And
for sure.
it's funny because here we go. I'm gonna go with this one.
Oh no. Really? That's the one you're gonna go with?
Yeah.
He's leaving us in suspense.
Yeah,
Guess it
I
makes
don't know
sense for the
I
movie.
don't know what it is yet.
But he's got several clips
Wow.
to pick from. I've never seen this film.
Oh, is this a new version of it? Wow,
They
that's
probably
crazy.
do. They've been remaking a bunch of those.
Well,
We're
see
leaving
if I can
everyone in
actually
suspense.
find an actual trailer for this.
When do we get to tell them?
Whenever
I guess
he
we could
pulls
tell
it up.
whenever. You can just say it.
So he's looking at. Yeah, they're not going to get it from this.
Just from that.
Yeah, I don't think
What's
so.
the name of it?
Cujo.
Cujo.
What is Cujo about?
Cujo is based on a Stephen King novel
Basically.
I could see that.
about an evil
Looks.
dog.
I
Yeah.
mean, no.
Or a dog that basically gets like super rabies. It's a Saint
Oh,
Bernard, which
that's
is what makes it
wonderful.
so scary. Because
Yeah.
not only is it a dog with rabies,
It's like a
It's a
massive-
huge dog with
that
rabies.
slobbers a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. You know what?
Looks like a Stephen King
I haven't
film.
actually read the novel, so it could be that the dog is possessed or something horrible is happening to the dog. you
Yeah,
know,
that's
but-
usually what he goes with
Yeah,
his books.
it's not usually just like the dog got a disease.
Yeah.
It's
Not
like
modern.
right. This movie,
Cujo.
even a hint of this movie when I was a kid, scared me half to death.
Oh yeah, it looks like it would terrify me if I saw it as a child.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That guy looks like Jack Black though. That was cool.
Looks like he's been in a few other things.
Yeah.
We just headbutted a car.
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh, his big
He's
paw
gonna break that
came
whole
up.
car down. It's a big dog.
It is.
Stephen King, Stranger Things.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what it looks like.
Oof. Ugh. Super creepy. All right.
Yeah.
What about The Birds? Alfred Hitchcock.
The Birds.
with
That
a-
you know what? I think The Birds is one of his weaker movies.
Yeah, but that still was a weird movie.
It's super weird, and it's so iconic that they even tried to remake it with bats, like in the late '90s or early aughts.
Did they just use bats because they're more accessible?
Probably because they wanted to make birds without breaking copyright.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
All right. Who's next?
So my next one is going to be Disney's 8 Below. Have you
8
ever seen
Below?
that? Yeah.
Oh, it's been a
It's
while
a
since I've
sled
seen
dog
that one.
movie. It's about dogs who. It's kind of a journey movie as well.
Got it.
And there's
Got it.
like
I have never
somebody
seen
gets
this.
injured and they have to carry him. It has
Imagine like Balto.
what's
Right.
this dude?
That just made me think of one, though.
I can't remember this guy's name.
Paul Walker.
No.
Isn't that?
It's,
I don't know.
No, I can't
Oh,
remember who
what?
it is. Let's see.
Are you talking
I'm
about the
just
guy
gonna click on
from
it.
American Pie?
No.
Okay.
Now we're all trying to like watch to see the main
Yeah.
None of us-
character.
none of
but
us
none of
know
us have
who
seen
they
it.
are.
Let me see if I can find his name.
Well,
Isn't
that, one
that-
of them is Paul Walker.
Yeah,
but the
that's
other one is
Paul
somebody
Walker.
else.
Isn't it?
No, that's not who I was talking
Maya.
about. Yeah.
Shorty.
I'm glad they
Maybe-
gave all.
Maybe
the,
I was thinking
the-
of
Max.
somebody else. Yeah, I guess.
You know they all have
Old
their own
Jack.
like character traits.
So yeah, this used to be
Okay,
one of
so
my
I'm glad they
favorite
only
movies.
kept it to, like,
partly because
Dewey,
I-
Truman, Shadow.
No, you gotta get all of them.
I was
I
like,
used
wow.
to, like-
I thought a sled team was more dogs than 4.
Yeah. I used to really want a husky, and now I have a husky. That dude. this
Huskies
one
are-
sitting on there.
You know what? One of my neighbors who lived down the street when I was a kid had a husky named Shasta.
Shasta.
Yeah, she was super sweet.
Oh yeah, then the dog saves him. It's my favorite part. Oh,
It's basically Balto.
it's just a great.
Basically,
movie.
Balto.
Mm-hmm.
But
But this did make
Yeah.
me think of another movie.
it made me want a husky, and now I have a husky, and she's she's a lot to deal with.
I mean, they're big dogs.
And
She
they're very
just sheds so
vocal.
much, and
It's-
she's not.
As soon as it's summer,
really
as soon
hot.
as there's even an inkling of summertime, those dogs are nothing but
Yeah,
shedding hair.
I take her to whenever I take her to Colorado. As soon as we get there, she just stops shedding immediately, and it's great.
Yeah, right.
But right now, there's
Just
fur balls
Terrible.
everywhere.
weeds and fur
Yes.
It's an
going by.
Arctic dog in the desert,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah.
The dog is just like, I'm just as unhappy about this as you are.
Yeah, but I mean, I got her from Houston, so this is
So she's
kind of better than there. a little
Yeah.
bit.
Man, that's almost cruel.
Yeah.
Tammy Corder
Anyways.
Brown. Hey, Tammy. She suggested Old Yeller.
Oh,
Old
a
Yeller.
classic.
That is a classic.
There's a classic. That's
A
a
sad
that's
classic.
A tearjerker.
Yeah, it is
Um,
a tearjerker.
That's like the. I had a similar movie that I loved, not when I was really young, but because I've always really enjoyed animation.
Mm-hmm.
In the late '90s, did anybody ever see Iron Giant?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
It's
sure.
almost the same story. It's pretty much
Yeah.
like by the end, it's just like
You're just like no. Oh, it's a good movie.
yeah.
That's a good one.
Those are super similar.
So what's
that's a
your
good
next
suggestion.
one, Jay?
What's my next one?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Look through the list.
look through the list. I
Yeah.
mean,
You did mention this one.
Yeah, this is because I remember it. Miley and Otis is what it was.
What about
Miley
this
and
one?
Otis.
Yeah, I liked The Lion King and I liked Bambi. Like there are plenty of them I liked. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like favorite ones I'd go to.
See, if I'm just gonna pull this list right
The
up.
Fox and the Hound.
Nice.
That
That's a
one,
good one.
when they
There-
sing the Best of Friends song, that one's sad. Like, oh, okay, now I'm sad.
I mean,
When
it's
you're the best
impossible
of
not to get
friends?
sad.
And then when she has to like leave the fox and he has like that
Oh, man,
emotional
I'm not
like
gonna-
I don't
I'm not
know
gonna
what's
play it.
happening, but she was leaving. That is something that will get me. If you can pull off that heart of emotion in an animated
Man, I
movie,
can't believe that movie came out in 1981.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a hound dog. It's adorable. I could go on talking about this movie forever.
Oh wait, why are you starting with Bambi?
Yeah, what are you doing? This is not what I was talking about.
Well, these movies all surround animals too. There it is, The Fox and the Hound.
Adorable.
So, it's like a spin-off
No.
of Bambi.
No, this is
It's a
basically
Disney movie
It's like the two
Yeah.
unlikely friends become friends.
because hounds
Yeah,
hunt foxes.
yeah.
Yes. Why are
Yeah.
you looking at me like I don't know what you're talking
Just saying,
about?
man.
Because we should watch these type of films now. So
No, I've seen this movie.
if people were to like watch this and then like go and like try and solve like world problems, I think we'd do so much better.
I agree. People
If
need
you
a
don't
little
sing "We're the
positivity.
best of friends" and then try and go be friends with someone from a different place,
Right.
I don't know what you're doing.
That's.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with something similar though,
Okay.
because it reminds me of
I just, like, I need, like, a collection of these, and I'm pretty sure I would never leave my apartment. Just, like, continuously watch these.
So something that was made earlier, almost 10 years earlier, was Disney's Robin Hood.
Ooh, that one is also
Yep.
very good.
And, I mean,
It is a good
I don't
one.
even know if this technically surrounds animals, except that all the characters are represented
Or
by
animals.
animals. But,
Yeah.
It's true.
man, I love this movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I loved it so much.
definitely a classic.
All the songs. And that's obviously Baloo, but whatever.
They had, like, his character type in, like, so many of these
Yeah,
movies.
well, Disney started running out of a little bit of money in the,
Just a
in the
little.
60s and 70s.
Yeah.
So they started, recycling some of their character designs and stuff like that. And that's why the Fox and the Hound made me think of this, because the fox is awfully similar to Robin Hood,
Yeah.
just a kid version.
Yeah.
Yes.
For
sure.
And I don't really know what those bowmen were supposed to, what kind of animal they're supposed to
I
be.
think they're, like, kind of like coyotes.
Yeah.
Because coyote, like, animal kind of has, like, that, like, shifty...
Yeah, but they've got that crook in the nose, so maybe they're just like dogs. Could be. I like how that's... Anyway.
Just analyze, like, the animals, what
It's
they
just
symbolize.
Huh, what kind of animal is that? All right. Love that movie, especially the songs.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm going to say
Yes.
my next one is Madagascar.
Madagascar.
I was trying to debate between that and Finding Nemo because I love both of those movies.
Finding Nemo's
I would
pretty
go
great.
with Finding Nemo, but it definitely got
I think
overplayed.
I think I already.
Man, there are a lot of movies surrounding animals.
Yes, there really is. It's hard to narrow it down because there's so many from my childhood that I remember of
Right.
animals, and
It's a tried and true formula.
they're all like
Mhm.
good movies.
Yeah, but then some of them got into, like, the weird, like, turning it into a TV show. Like, Madagascar did that.
They have a TV show.
They made it into a TV show, yeah.
What?
Made that, and, like, the penguins were, like, one of the main character people.
Oh yeah, I remember
That's
like
right.
seeing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh, Jay's gonna have to go.
Jay's
I'm
gonna
gonna have
have
to
to-
leave.
Do you have?
No.
Skip and jump out of here.
Oh, man.
You want to say your last one real quick?
There's a lot of pressure. I don't know. There are movies, and I like them all.
All right.
I like lots of movies.
There's not much time left, so we can
I know.
just
Yeah.
we can just do without it.
I'll just
It's
go.
fine, Jay.
It's
Just
fine.
Don't make a
leave.
decision.
If they can watch me down the noon show about all the
That's
rain.
right. You guys can go watch the noon show and him
Yes.
talking
he will
about
be
the possibility of
talking
I'm
rain.
gonna
about
try and make this as graceful as possible and not knock anything over.
You made it.
Made it. But so far, I got chords to
Yeah.
get
Easy. Okay.
So you mentioned Madagascar, and
Yeah.
that actually reminded me of Zootopia.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was just looking at that one too.
Were you just looking at it?
Yeah.
Should I take one from you?
No. I wasn't trying to say it, but I was
Oh.
looking at it a few minutes ago.
That was a super fun. I guess it's. I don't know if it's a Pixar movie or just Disney.
I don't think it's Pixar. It doesn't look like Pixar.
I thought it was a really good Disney movie. Everything about it was pretty great. The message, all that stuff. Cool characters.
Yeah, for sure.
And then for anybody who hasn't seen it, the twist at the end that it's the sheep
It's the sheep.
who's doing all the bad stuff. Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Fun movie.
It is fun. It is a fun one.
So we have a couple more suggestions, and then I think we can go.
What else do we got?
We have Jungle Book. Now I don't know if she's talking about the original or the new
Yeah.
remade version. Either one, I'm sure. They're
I mean,
both
either
good.
one of them, yeah. I mean, the new one I thought was just fantastic. Like, cinematically speaking, I guess is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Obviously, the original is not
It's,
real
it's
life.
very
It's
different.
very cartoony.
than- yeah. Yeah, it had
Very
a really
animated.
specific style.
Yes.
That was Disney I think that was the 1960s when they made that.
Yeah, it's
Um,
and it's a really old one.
yeah. And it's a super fun story. I mean, it's a story that's been around since, I think, the late 1800s,
Yeah, 67.
when Rudyard Kipling originally wrote it.
Yeah.
Just a crazy idea, a little kid being abandoned in, I guess in this case it would be like the rainforest or the jungle.
Yeah.
And being raised by
animals.
Yeah. But that's essentially the same as Tarzan, right?
Yeah, I think, like, I was trying to decide, like, what the difference was
Between
them.
Mowgli and Tarzan?
I guess, well, I think it's, the Jungle Book is, like, of his, like, childhood, right?
Yeah.
And then, like,
And then
Tarzan
at
is
the
whenever
end,
he's an
he goes back to living with humanity.
Yeah.
And Tarzan is just, his parents die and he's left in the jungles in Africa, and he's raised by gorillas, right?
Yeah.
Or apes. I don't
So
know if it's actually gorillas, but
I don't know. There's
see, that's another movie that could just be a movie about animals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a few, but I did particularly like this one.
Most of them, I mean, most of the movies we got are actually animated movies.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of animal movies are.
I was going to say, when you were talking about Homeward Bound,
Mm-hmm.
I was looking through this list, and so I'm actually just going to pull this up, because this is just an illustration of how long they've been making these types of movies. The first Incredible Journey, which is almost the exact same story,
basically
was made in 1963.
Yeah, and then you have Dumbo over there that was made in 41.
Wild.
That's
wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But that like specific like two dogs and a cat, like, running through the wilderness trying to get home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really.
Man, we got a lot of movies here. We
yes.
had she wanted to suggest one more, Secret Life of Pets, and those movies are totally fun.
Yeah.
They're super fun.
For sure. I remember seeing Secret Life of Pets, and it was just hilarious.
Yep.
I loved it.
But I think that's it for us today, guys.
That is all.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
It's a different crew.
Thanks for coming with us today. We're gonna go have some lunch or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go eat some food.
We're gonna be done with this camera and these computers.
Ready to sign off.
Yeah. See you guys tomorrow.